The 95-year-old crosstown rivalry between UCLA and USC continues tonight from Galen Center, where the 8th-ranked Bruins haven't won since 2018. The Trojans haven't defeated a top 10 team since 2017. Something has to give tonight. The Pac-12.
Drew Peterson, his parents are here. That's a great sign. Boogie Ellis, he's been red hot of late. This is going to be a ball game for the ages. History on the line.
UCLA has won 3 straight after a 5-game losing streak, but none of these players have won on this floor. The Bruins have lost 4 in a row here at USC. Traditionally, both teams wearing their home uniforms, and Boogie Ellis starts us off with a long 2.
You want to know how good Boogie Ellis is? Mick Cronin's got Jalen Clark on him. Jalen Clark is right up there for Defensive Player of the Year honors. More importantly, he leads this team for a chance to win the school's 12th NCAA championship, #1 in the land. Oh, come on, hit the back cutter, please.
UCLA has the lead in the conference at 8-1. USC among a handful of teams 2 games back in the loss column. Here's Clark on the drive, can't get it. Bona got the offensive rebound, and the tap in looked like Jaquez got a piece of it there.
So what happens with USC is that they play one big guy, Joshua Morgan, who's tremendous, but the rest of the guys are all guards. And so if the Bruins can attack Joshua Morgan, over the top, throw it down, Joshua. Great steal, David Singleton.
Transition opportunity here for Tiger Campbell driving. Hits Clark in the corner. His 3 no good. Rebound Kobe Johnson.
After a volcanic eruption start to the season for Jalen Clark, he has slowed down. Statistically slowed down in his control and impact of the game. Boogie with a heat check.
Jalen Clark at the line.
Vince Carson was one of my teammates at UCLA. Sadly passed away.
Offensive rebound, Bona, and the throwdown.
Andy Enfield beside himself, looking over half for a throwdown dunk off a free throw miss, please.
2 minutes gone by. Peterson setting his feet and knocking down the 3. Coming off a big game at Arizona State. And again, had that been anywhere else at any other time, who knows? But the fact that it happened at a USC practice where they could treat him immediately was life-saving. As the 3 goes down for Reese Dixon.
They would be. They may be undefeated.
Here's Peterson. They double him. Skip to Boogie Ellis. Now wide open. The 3. And it's Kobe Johnson.
A title.
7 minutes in, and we already get a shot at the previous tenure at UCLA. Thought it might be a little bit later. Here's Campbell from deep. That's good. Tiger Campbell ends a drought of almost 4 minutes for UCLA without a point.
Tiger.
Oh, you don't even know that you won 3 Defensive Player of the Year honors. I had to remind you today because Jalen Clark is up for that honor. Shot clock at 3. Here's the pull up from White, and it goes down.
All I know is we lost the championship at in their athletic departments. Yes.
You're saying that's good.
Well, the envy of every other school. #1. Throw it down, Bona.
With the
great pass, Jaime Jaquez.
Bona's got 5
after victory.
Here's David Singleton putting it on the floor. Normally a 3-point shooter, up to Jaquez, and he drills a 3.
So penetration, get the ball.
So you have Bill's son Luke coaching
Isaiah
and Evan, Eric's sons.
And Eric and his wife Nicole, what a family they are.
Singleton hits a 3. He had missed 9 straight shots.
It's right in there.
You'd think Washington State and Washington 5 back in the loss column with 9 to play can still win the league?
If you win every game, and you've only got, how many losses do they have?
Yeah, but
they play 20 games.
The other teams that have to lose every game. If you're playing Walton Bingo at home, I think it's the first time we've had him on there.
Venbrook, what a company.
I don't think they're on there, though. Here's Iwachukwu, and you see the talent on display there at 7-1 with that feathery soft
shot that I've seen him make in a game that hasn't been a throwdown. Because he's just so powerful and explosive. Bruins are well prepared for him, though.
Singleton with another 3 ball. He's made 2 in a row from out there.
Think of Earl Monroe, who was able to get wherever he wanted to go, even though he wasn't nearly the fastest player.
Bailey with the steal in transition, gets the layup. Amari Bailey back after missing the last month with a foot injury, with a big forced turnover and basket. Andy Enfield calls a timeout.
That foot appears to be USC football rivalry is the greatest football in college football history. By the numbers. By the numbers.
Yeah, I think
look it up.
Campbell hits a three.
Just because you're young.
No.
Phenom, the #1 recruit in the whole country, coming to USC to play.
I'm still
for the Trojans.
About the Iron Bowl and all these other great
finally,
rivalries.
Isaiah Sellers
Ahead of USC Notre Dame. 2 minutes to go. Batted around. SC ball. A rare one and done for UCLA. They've been all over the offensive glass.
Beautiful passing by the Trojans.
Iwechukwu puts it in. Wow. We talked about that skill level. We're starting to see it now.
Boy, Andy Enfield's got a great suit on tonight.
Just stand up so you can see over him.
Andy's the giant among us. I'm a shriveling midget.
Campbell pulling up and hitting the shot as Campbell now has 8 points to go here in the half. Peterson.
Beautiful pass. Oh, Kenneth Nuba.
And now Campbell in transition out to Singleton. Step back three. Good. David Singleton has hit 3 in a row.
Flawless execution by Singleton, but why are the Trojans running by guys who were pump faking at the three-point line?
Boogie Ellis gets in the lane to get 2, and now a timeout by Mick Cronin. So far, this first half mirrors the first half played at Pauley 3 weeks ago. UCLA had
down Tiger Campbell with length of Drew Peterson, who's got, I'm going to say, 9 inches on Tiger, but they've been unable to keep him under control. That's in your face.
Boy, he got into the lane really easily that time. That's not what Andy Enfield wanted at all.
Well, particularly since Tiger's not looking to show. If you're defending here, get up and make him walk the ball up the court. Don't let him get a run. Make him turn.
Here's Ellis with 1 second left. Gets it away, and it won't fall.
Boogie Ellis always tries to shoot the last shot. He did it in the game at UCLA that could have won January 5th. What a first half. Trojans need some real adjustments about how they're going to get some offense productivity. Bleeding us from his team's offensive futility.
He knows you're not going to talk about the game anyway for the rest of the night. So
speak for yourself.
Shot clock at 5.
Great move, Trey White.
And he knocks it down with 1 on the shot clock. The
Trojans are going to have a chance here.
Meanwhile, UCLA 6 of 11 from 3. The only time they've shot better than 50% in a game was their opener. And then another 3 for David Singleton. He started off slowly, but he is
including a tiny participant for UCLA's loyalists.
Another offensive rebound. They got 3 already this half after 1 in the first half. And Peterson is there to drill the 3. We'll see if that gets.
I was going to wear mine like that tonight, but didn't match with my colors.
Kobe Johnson with a steal. Transition opportunity.
Beautiful.
Peterson hangs and finishes. He scored the last 5. And like the first meeting.
Here we are at Galen here. That's where the women have their volleyball, sand volleyball stadium. Magnificent.
Sorry, I was on the plane half the day. Missed the weather. Here's Boogie Ellis getting the jumper.
Where have you been?
Everywhere. He misses.
Rebound.
And Hawkes almost had the offensive rebound.
So Kobe Johnson, who's a tremendous talent player. Whoa.
White drills a 3. Trey White with a couple of big buckets here to start.
First 2 games here, Vince the Prince, just a couple weeks ago. His whole family from San Antonio. He's the oldest of 5 children. He's got 4 younger sisters.
Boogie Ellis drills a 3. He was 0 for 5 from 3 prior to that hit. It's an 8-0 Trojan.
Free throw line. I have rarely seen a player this young play with that much passion and purpose. Great drive, Jaime Hawkes.
So Hawkes, just his 7th point for UCLA.
The greatest 19-year-olds that I've ever seen in my 70 years, Kareem and Sabonis.
Are you talking about Arvidas?
Arvidas,
okay.
Sabonis. Guys, they set the standards. LeBron was really good too, but not that advanced.
Steal, but Ellis 2-on-1. He gives it up.
Down.
And the layup by Dixon Waters to give SC the lead.
And Chris Kemp involved as the finisher in the deep post.
He's played 12 minutes tonight. Boogie Ellis has the hot hand for USC, and he's still hot. The deep three to give it USC a 4-point.
Kobe Johnson.
And then the block by Vince on Singleton.
Push the ball, spread the floor.
Kobe Johnson's three is there. Everything's falling for USC. Injuries, how a team played prior to the injury, and then how a team played once he was healthy. Here's Peterson getting to the cup and slamming it home. The run continues. 12-0 and 20-2.
Around somebody, unless it's a much bigger player. While Akeem Olajuwon, who they named the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year award after. Wow.
Finally, UCLA. That was 3.5 minutes without a point.
Same way. Tremendous defensive force, but it's the preparation before your man gets the ball that gives you the edge.
Here's Hawkes, one to shoot, has to put it up, and he nails it over the outstretched hand of Peterson. Meanwhile, he got more.
Kareem was the first 20-year player.
Here's Campbell, Singleton sizing it up, around and out. Bailey offensive rebound and the stick back.
The durability that defined
9 seasons. This is the 10th for Indiana. They've been to 4 NCAA tournaments. It would have been 5 if not for COVID 3 years ago. Is because of the defense. That's the hallmark of this program now. Boogie Ellis coming alive in the second half on offense, and the lead is 7. Nearing 5 minutes to go in the half. UCLA's offense struggling again. They had just 58 points the other night against Arizona in a loss. Bailey on the spot up. That's good. Tiger Campbell made it happen with a kick out.
That play happens because the Bruins now have the best press in the entire Conference of Champions, which is bringing in across the board 5 All-American high school players.
Oh, Boogie Ellis again, a long 2. We talked about that green light. It's but maintains possession.
This is not the best execution of what they're trying to do.
Shot clock down to 3. Peterson stops, pops. It's good. Peterson with 16 points now.
I take that back.
Outscored the Bruins here in the second half.
If you're the Trojans, don't pull it back. If you're the Bruins, desperation time. Must be perfect.
Ellis wants it. Ellis hits it. Boogie Ellis has been this.
Kobe left us way too soon. We love you, Kobe. We miss you. Whoa.
Bailey with the basket ending a 9-0 USC run. Still
lapses by the USC Trojans, who have been the better team from the opening moments of the second half.
USC had trouble closing out Arizona State the other night. Nice pass to Hawkes for the stuff, but a little too late for UCLA, it appears.
You can coach Kurt Karras, who's planning his wedding to his sweetheart Jillian.
The USC Trojans with a second half comeback for the ages.
Wow.
One player, Boogie Ellis, outscored the other team by himself in the second half. It's their first win over a top 10 team in 6 years since they beat the Bruins here on January 15th, and they've won 5 in a row here at home against UCLA.
Look.